because built into these two lists is a certain pathology that will help us greatly in mortifying sin. Let's look at catalog number 1 in verse 5. Therefore, consider the members of your earthly body as dead to immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and greed or covetousness, which amounts to idolatry. Now notice the sequence. It starts with evil action, immorality, and it ends with idolatry. So it flows from the action back to the motive. That's the pathology you're going to see here. It flows from the action back to the motive. In fact, you go back from immorality to impurity, to passion, to evil desire, and to greed, and to idolatry. Now let me just kind of explain how this pathology works. The word immorality basically refers to any unlawful sexual act. Any unlawful sexual act. And to make life simple for everybody, there's only one lawful sexual act, and that is a sexual relationship between a man and a woman who are married. That's it. That's it. So anything other than that is unlawful and falls into the category of immorality. I'll say it again. God forbids any sexual activity apart from one man and one woman in marriage. But we live in a world that has long since ignored that. We live in a world where virtually any sexual act between any people of any gender is not only to be accepted, but to be basically hailed as an act of personal identity, reality, and authenticity. But God says the only acceptable sexual act is between a man and a woman who are married. Now, this behavior springs from the next word, impurity. Impurity simply means uncleanness. Our Lord's words in Mark chapter 7 help us maybe to see this in Mark 7 and verse 21. Well, we can start in verse 20.